Hey guys, here with another Android video. This video is for the NFL fans, especially for those that love fantasy football every single year like myself. I want to talk about Draft Punk 2013, which is just got updated a couple weeks ago with the 2013 lineups and players update and everything. And like you can see, we have 49 days and 17 hours and counting for kickoff, which is great. You got that right there. I discovered this app last year when we were doing our live draft at a restaurant with all my buddies from the team. I discovered this app. I was using my Nexus 7 tablet. My friend had the iPad, and he was using a cheat sheet on his tablet, and I was like, wait a second, there must be something like that on Android. So I, right there on the draft, before the draft, I went on the Play Store and discovered this app, and gotta say, totally helped out. Awesome cheat sheet if you are doing a live draft. So here you got new draft football news. When you click football news, this is totally updated, so you're gonna get the latest and greatest news of all the players, all the status of the teams, everything you could think of. Everything's just going to be NFL, and everything's going to be concentrated for fantasy players, of course. Here, you could tap Review Players. Here you can see the latest ranking of all the players, how it is right now. Just keep in mind, this ranking changes a lot because if a player gets hurt, might go down a couple steps, other goes up. Like you see, most of the ones that reign are running backs, and Calvin Johnson, of course, he's a beast. He's right there, and followed by a bunch of running backs, which is awesome. Over here, when you tap right here, if you need to see everything just running backs, you just click right there, and all you're gonna get is running backs. If you click right here, quarterbacks, all you're going to see is quarterbacks, which is awesome. Let's leave it here in all. Let's go back over here. Here, just keep in mind, make sure you do this once in a while. Every time you open the app, make sure you do that, because that way it will update the rankings. If there's any changes on the ranking, it will automatically update it. So make sure you do that, and it should update. If there's any changes, there will be there. Over here, if you have an open draft, you will see it right here. Right now, I don't have an open draft. Let's go ahead and here show you guys how you do a draft here. Go here. And for example, if you're going to start a draft live, of course, this app is better used as a live event when you're going to do a live draft. Because in the computer, you could do it using the computer. You don't really need a cheat sheet. But on live, when you're doing it live, you actually do. So here, let's say, select the name for the team. I'm going to start doing my team from this year, DA Police Team. Okay, that's the name of my team. Number of teams. Here you're going to choose the number of teams. Some teams are 12, some teams are 10, some teams are 8, but most of the teams, like this year, I think it's going to be 10 teams. Over here in settings, you could go ahead and set up the rules of the type of league you're gonna have. For example, if you're gonna have only one quarterback, you could choose one there. If you're gonna have two quarterbacks, you could choose two, and automatically you're gonna have two there. But let's put it to one, because on my 10 team, it's gonna be only one, and so on, so on. You could do the same thing for every single position over here. Over here, like for example, you got a starting flex as well. That we're gonna have. So right here by default it's set to 0. Make sure if you're gonna have a flex, make sure you put that to 1. My team has 1, some teams might have 2, but this is one flex we're gonna have. Everything else stays the same, but of course just make sure you know the rules of your team, all the rules, and just go ahead and do it. Once you're done, click OK, and that's it. You are ready to draft, and you could get out. You could get out at any time. For example, you could go back here and see any news right here, or you could go here, resume draft. During the live draft, you could select over here. Go ahead over here and put teams. Which team is your team? Here, for example, if you're the number 3 team, over here and here. Number 3 would be like the position of the round that you are at. For example, if you're gonna choose first, so you would be number first team. If you're gonna choose like 10, so you choose number 10. Right now, I'm gonna put 3 for the purpose of this video. Here you can see the results. And here you can see players interested. Over here you go back, and let's say for example my strategy is going to be my first 2 rounds is going to be running back. So let's say I want one of these running back for Adrian Peterson. I could select right here and mark as drafted. Of course, if you put mark as drafted, it's going to be selected to the team, the first team. Like for example, let's see here, team 1 got him. So see, if team 2, you're looking at this, if team 2 got CJ Spiller, you swipe it away and see, and like you see over here, you can see the status right here. Adrian Peterson went to team 1, CJ Spiller went to team 2. Now it's my turn, so I would pick Arian Foster, and so that would appear in my team. See, since I am number 3, it would appear there. So as you keep on swiping, people keep making their picks, right? If you keep on swiping, you're gonna see all the teams right here are gonna be. You're gonna be seeing all the teams, all the picks per team, right here, like you see right there. Blah blah, and like you see, once it finishes round 1, it goes to round 2 because this is a snake type of draft. So it goes from 10. Down back to number 1, which is awesome. And of course, if you find a player here that you are interested, you could go ahead and mark it here with a star. I'm just using here, and over here you can see the players you are interested in. As they get drafted, they will disappear from here, and I could go back over here if I wanna keep put a player to my team, which I missed. For example, I could go ahead and draft to a specific team. Here, team 3, round 2, right there. So like you can see, if I go back here, I'm gonna see my team. As you keep on picking players, your team is gonna keep on growing up. So believe me guys, this app is very, very good for if you're doing a live draft, and it totally helped me out last year. So I was very glad that they updated for this year. Over here you click open draft, you can see open draft is right here. And that's it. When you're done, when the team is done, when all the draft is done, you can actually send all your results. You can send it as a PDF. Right here, you can send it right here, email results. Right there, you can go ahead and send your email, and you're gonna have an email with all your results of your team and all the picks that every other team did, which is awesome. And that's it, guys. I'm telling you, this is a very good app, and great thing of it, it's totally free, which is even much better. Because remember, you're only gonna use this one time. If you're doing one live draft, that's the only time you're gonna be using this app. There's other apps that, coming from the NFL, they're paid apps like $5, $4. But believe me, this app is all you need if you're doing a live draft. And as long this is updated, you're not going to have problems. At any time, you could click on a player. And if there's any info of the player, you can see it right here. You click right here, you can see any news related to that player. So make sure before you draft a player, if you're not sure, you could go ahead, click here. And you can see if he's right now going through an injury or recovering from an injury, which maybe you don't want to pick him. So just make sure you do that. Of course, like I said, my strategy this year is going to be pick 2 running backs the first 2 rounds, and maybe go for a quarterback in the 3rd, or if Calvin Johnson or one of these great wide receivers available in the 3rd round, I might pick them up. But this year I'm going to go ahead with running back, maybe quarterback, or running back, and wide receiver. But for me to go wide receiver, it has to be very, very good wide receiver. So what's going to be your strategy? Share it with me. What's going to be your strategy if you're going to play fantasy football this year? But if you haven't tried this app, before you pay for some other app, try this app. It is totally worth it, and it worked out for me last year. So hope you guys liked the video, guys. This was Draft Punk 2013. Totally free.